Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. My name is Kat Abagazale. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois, and I'm turning our music up just a little bit. And this is our live stream where we do grassroots fundraising rather than call time, where people sit in an office for hours calling rich people and begging for money. Today is a shorter, more chill stream. We're just hanging out, and there's actually a game I've been wanting to play, but a few things first. Tomorrow we have our holiday party, which is called Our Lawyers Made Us Change the name of this show. We will be dropping ticket links in the chat. It is pay what you can. We have suggested tiers, but like with all of our events, you can donate any amount. Shoot us an email at hello@catforillinois.com and we will make sure you are on the list as long as there's available slots. You can also pay for tickets at the door if there are any left. We've got drag, we've got comedians, we've got DJ, we've got a band. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we want to celebrate the holidays with you. So come by. It'll be at Book Club. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. Come. Additionally, we were going to do a big canvas launch this weekend in Buffalo Grove and knock doors on the outer reaches of the district. Unfortunately, the weather is going to be dog shit. The warmest day this weekend will have a wind chill of -17. And as much as we want to reach every single person in this district, we also want to keep everyone safe. So we will not be going out, but we will be doing phone banking, and we will be doing that for 6 hours on Saturday and Sunday. I will be joining shifts, and as a little incentive, because we would love your help, you can do this even if you don't live in Illinois. This is one of the most accessible ways to help the campaign. We are going for our streamathon on Sunday, which will be 6 p.m. to midnight on Sunday. We are going to be playing Among Us for one of the segments, and our top callers for our phone banks will be playing with us. So phone bank for us, you can volunteer at discord.gg/catforillinois, or you can go to catforillinois.com/events to join our phone bank. We want to play Among Us with you, so help us phone bank. What else? Do we have any other updates, Asha? Oh, yeah, Streamathon. Let's talk about the Streamathon. Not only will you be playing Among Us, we are doing a 6-hour straight stream where we are just going to hang out and do a bunch of really fun stuff. We have fun guests. We have stickers. We have really, really cool stickers that you will get if you donate $10 or more. A lot of people just got their producer heater sticker from our last sticker stream. We will have matching segments, so your donation can be matched. And I'm going to teach you how to make dolmas, which are like grape leaves, and they're very delicious. They're stuffed with beef. So, yay. Join us for Streamathon, 6 p.m. to midnight. In personal news, very exciting stuff. My new planner came in for 2026. This is a Hobonichi Techo A6. I use these every year. I've barely been able to use mine this year. So hopefully I can be more on top of this and document the last 3 months of the primary. Early voting starts in 2 months. So we need your help. Phone bank for us this weekend. Phone bank with me. I'm going to be at home with heater and making some calls. So it's going to be a blast. I need to download this game I wanted to play because I can't play it on my Steam Deck. So let me download that real quick. And in the meantime, did anyone see the hearings today with Kristi Noem? Let me pull it up. So the House questioned Kristi Noem today and had a very uncomfortable moment for her. She stormed out shortly after this. Let me find it.
Holy cow.
I love that holy cow sound. Oh, I always forget to plug this at the beginning. If you want to help us reach our goal today, which is 1,000, because this is a cozy, shorter stream, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We are revolutionizing how fundraising is done. I know that sounds silly because we are live streaming, but this really is. This is really exciting. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Let me pull this up. Boom, boom. Pausing music. Let's see what our DHS secretary has to say. Oh, and one more thing. We are going to be featuring voicemails that people leave for us at this number right here during our streamathon. So you can leave a voicemail at this number before or during the stream, and we will play them. So, yay. All right, so this is a clip from a House hearing today.
How many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here. Those
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Sejun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989.
So Kristi Noem insists that we don't deport any U.S. citizens or any veterans. And literally on Zoom is a veteran who was deported to Korea, a Purple Heart recipient to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7. She talks about like the rule of law after that, because this man suffered with PTSD and drug abuse. His only crimes have been minor possession crimes that haven't hurt anyone else. Truly a ghoul. And I think one of the things was we're talking about, impeaching Hegseth and impeaching RFK Jr., we also need to impeach Kristi Noem, who has been using ICE as the president's secret police, who has been using Broadview over here in Chicago as a photo op for herself, and who is deporting U.S. citizens, children without their parents, and combat veterans. It's absolutely disgusting. She stormed out shortly after. She's just fascinating. I am going to, so I haven't played this game yet, but it looked cool and it looked like it had a good story. So let's see how we feel. Why is my volume low? Okay, I'm turning it up. Don't worry. How's this?
Can you pin a donate to Big Chat?
Yep.
I can send one.
Yeah, send one, so I'll pin it. Yeah, someone want to check this for AI. Midori, no calorie. Pinning.
When life comes to an end, souls embark on a long and arduous journey to the afterlife.
Yes, our lawyer made us change the name of the show. Is it
A
not the
path
follow-up?
shrouded in mystery, illuminated only by the faint light of floating lanterns. Along this endless journey, there exists a magical place, an izakaya hidden among the trees. A refuge where wandering souls find rest and serenity. An
Midori,
oasis of peace
Midori,
before continuing
no
on to
and
eternity.
O. Awesome. All right. I would like to follow the tutorial, yes. All right, cool. Amazing. How do I open the shop?
Holy cow!
Oh, I had to buy a kitchen. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got a little guy. Do I need to put wall? I got the door. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But this looked cute. Wait, so I have that. Guys, chat, help me. This is my house. Stop breaking down my walls. Is a door different from a doorway? Maybe. That's a good question. Tools. Shop. Decals. Tables. Themes. Structures. Food. Don't fall off the edge into infinite beige. I'm gonna skip a tutorial and figure it out. That's always gone well. I regret this instantly. Is this good content, Asha?
Got no clue.
Me neither. Door. I like him. He's a friend. I promise you there's no thing that says door in there. I know it says my video is blocking it. So we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be great. Because I really like the graphics. I think it's delightful. What food is there? I got some ramen. Shayna, do you see where I can get a door? Awesome.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
Oh wow, thank you Arthur with $100 as I struggle to play this game that no one asked me to play. Can you drag the fish on? Oh my god, thank you so much. Okay, so I dragged the fish onto the chair. Sick. It's raining inside somehow. And donate at cafeillinois.com/stream. Can we change the goal, Asha?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's on the wrong
yeah, it's on the wrong goal.
It's the right one on the other one.
Yee. re-put the ramen. Oh, thank you. All right. Lovely. I need to get this guy's food. There we go. Oh, this is cute. Alright, drop your questions in the chat as we play this cute little game that I've been wanting to play. And it's very cozy. I like the music too. Journey is long, but the food makes me feel like the destination is within reach. I'm glad. Favorite animal that's not typically a pet. I really like otters. I really like ducks. I think ducks are delightful. I also think seahorses are cool. I listen to a lot of lo-fi, so games like this make me really happy. If you could have any pet, what size would it be, chat? Any pet at any size. If I could have a little elephant, that'd be so sick. I do care. Big cat. Will you continue mutual aid and community building after you're elected? Absolutely. We've thought a lot about how we want to use the systems we built, especially our Discord after election, and also how we want to change constituent services. So this district is known for its incredible constituent services. And we want to keep on the incredible systems that have been built for that. And then also make them more accessible with the chat feature, because a lot of times with constituent services, you are leaving a voicemail into the void.
Holy cow!
Holy cow, Sam P. Sam P. Whoa! Whoa! All right. Okay. Okay, Sam P. Okay. Yeah, W Sam P. Sam P's donated before. We love you very much. Thank you, Sam P. Ah. Huge W. We're very grateful for Sam and for all of you. And if you, let's definitely change the goal to not 8,000, but like 2K. Sam P just really likes these frogs. I also like these frogs, to be fair. Ooh. Thank you so much, Sam P. I want to see some W Sam Ps in the chat now. We got heater meter so early. Can someone donate just to the mutual aid efforts, or are those all part of the campaign funds? You're welcome to donate in like physical items to our office. We have people that donate who mail us stuff sometimes too, which is great. But if you're donating to the campaign, those are general campaign funds, some of which are used for our mutual aid efforts, especially our events, which are accessible to everyone, and some of which is used for, you know, paying our staff. We pay our staff a living wage. Can I make them be friends? No. I love sitting with strangers at a restaurant. Is that crazy? But as far as the community building after the election, that's absolutely a priority. We don't want this to just be like a gimmick. We're trying to show that this is a way to win and build power. Which is better, strangers in a restaurant or strangers on a train? I just like talking to strangers. It's a great part. That's good part of running for office if you're an extrovert. I'm someone who's pretty antisocial and working on it in therapy, but I really want to be more involved. How can I do that for the time being before I work out my issues? Well, we've got some text banking opportunities that are going to be coming up, and that's a great way to do it. We also have a variety of volunteer opportunities in our Discord, discord.gg/cat4illinois. And phone banking. Ooh, someone just dropped this in the chat. I've suffered with some similar issues, and one thing that helped me was phone banking with a friend or family member who I'm comfortable around in the room with me as I do it. That's a fantastic idea. And phone banking is really fun. It's also, low stress. It's not your number that people are seeing. You're able to just talk to people about why you care about the campaign, and it really makes a difference for us. You're helping us reach people before Election Day. Someone asked, if elected, how would you stand up to the Democratic Party establishment? I don't think it's unique to the Democratic Party, but I do have an issue with how establishment forces have made life harder, because the status quo is what, by definition, an establishment is trying to maintain. And I care a lot more about having a life that works than a life that's the same. And I guess what I want to say here is, someone has asked me what I would be willing to risk in this job, and it's the job itself. A lot of this campaign is kind of experimental, and in Congress, I want to try this radical thing of doing my job and not worrying about being reelected, and see if that results in in getting reelected, because I think we should be looking at this as a job. Elections are when you get hired or fired. This is such a cute game. Whoa, sick. Oh my god, look at that guy on a bike. He's so sick. Axe Blue gave my number to all the candidates. I only donated to you. You said they would not do it. This is bad for the cause. I completely agree. I think information sharing like that has made a lot of people more skeptical of politics, understandably. I was the oldest brother, but I felt like I needed to become something more. Okay. Thanks, man. You seem really nice. Oh, there we go. Look at you, Uber Eats driver. Sick. Boop. Sorry, I got distracted by this frog Uber Eats driver. This is we didn't have a lot planned today. We're just here to hang out and talk, and Sam P made us hit our goal so early, so we're just hanging out and answering questions without a script, which is every politician's worst nightmare. Oh yeah, Act Blue and information. So a lot of people don't donate on Act Blue because they're like, well, I know that my information's going to get sold. And in reality, it's not Act Blue that's doing that. It's candidates that you have donated to in the past who unfortunately sell your data because campaigns are expensive, and that's seen as the and so they do that instead. And so that stops people from donating because they feel like they can't. Because otherwise you get, how do I turn things? Because otherwise you'll get hit with spam texts. But at our campaign, we don't do that. So, yay. Oops, sorry. I'm just like pressing things to see if I can. Oh, there we go. Nice. It was R to rotate. You've only donated to me but still get texts. That might be from another data sharing thing. I promise we do not sell your information. If you get texts from us, we give you lots of opportunities to unsubscribe. And also we have options if you want to receive fewer texts. So if you're like, I do want to know what's going on in the campaign, but I don't want to get as many texts as people usually would. But yeah. Asha, do you have any thoughts right now? Mm-hmm. What'd you say? I haven't heard any holy cows. Asha's gonna cry, guys. What else is on Asha's mind? Oh, yes, it's going to be very cold this weekend in Chicago. And I encourage everyone to, if you know about any warming centers in your area, to let folks know about them, because there are a lot of people who won't be able to stay inside. If you are, like, we will be able to. You're very lucky, and I think that it's really scary to not have a home in the middle of a freezing winter, and yet this is just becoming more and more routine under this administration. Also, if anyone has winter clothes and you're in the
Holy
Chicago
cow.
area and you want to bring them by, winter clothes, you're not using them anymore, please bring them to our office. We have people come in every day for coats, boots, gloves, hats, scarves. This is a very calming game. What do you think about this game, Asha?
I think it's cute. It's giving. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's like I don't know what it's giving. I feel like there's a lot of games like this.
Asha said it's giving. I don't know what it's giving, but there's a lot of games like this.
And I like them all.
I do. I also like all of them.
I like them all. I've really been into Borderlands.
Ooh, is it fun?
Borderlands is so fun, and it was made by an Indian and I got it in beta, and it was a beautiful little game.
Holy cow.
Monetary aspect to it,
Mhm.
which I really like, because like sometimes I get too into games that are like nothing buy things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like this, Borderlands is like very freeform. I don't know if it's easy, but
Asha's plug-in cordlets.
Borderlands, love Borderlands, and it's just a very cute game visually. If you ever
Someone in the chat said, I was homeless for 3 years. It's not fun, and nobody chooses it. And I think that's really important to stress right now, especially as the administration demonizes unhoused people. I mean, we had an executive order this year that essentially criminalized not having a home. This isn't something that people
Holy
choose. When
cow.
people say that mental illness causes homelessness, it's the reverse. It turns out when your material needs aren't met and you are forced to live in a society that punishes you for that fact, it makes everything in your life worse. So I encourage people to not just experience empathy, but take action surrounding it. Whether that is, helping with a warming center in your area, whether that is, even if you're not in our area, providing winter clothes to specifically low barrier to entry pantries and organizations, not just any thrift store, because a lot of times those will get scooped up and sold at a higher price. Really focusing on how we are serving the most vulnerable people in our lives, and remembering that it can be any of us at any time. Like, the answer to homelessness is not making existence illegal. It is building more housing and ensuring that people have what they need. It is not treating people cruelly and insisting that they shouldn't exist. It's not the cruel, like, just the way this administration behaves is so monstrous. With the opposition you face from both inside and outside the party, and things like the filibuster and Supreme Court making it hard to make large changes, how do we keep voters from losing faith and letting control flip back to Republicans before we can make a big change? Fantastic question. I mean, I am just one person, but I want to really stress, I'm sorry, Guy, I'm talking and I won't get distracted. What I really want to stress is we can't just win a majority. We have to make sure that a majority of that majority wants to make actual change. So this is a very Democratic district. After our primary, we'll be using our resources to help elect progressives in other districts. We can't just say, we can't have any more half measures. We're talking a lot about healthcare lately, and Medicare for all is a necessary stopgap, but it doesn't go far enough. It drives me crazy when people say we need Medicare for all, and we do right now, but that will just get us more into the situation that we're already in. What's going on here? And so what we are really focused on our campaign is showing actions rather than words. People understandably are more motivated by that when they see you actually doing the work and living by your values. We care about making positive change before Election Day, not as like some gimmick, but because we have the privilege to have resources and the ability to help folks right now. And I don't think that there's anything more convincing to voters than if the Democratic Party funded food banks and local clinics rather than paying the same consultants that haven't won elections in decades, millions and millions of dollars. These like pirate guys, I love them.
Holy cow!
God, this game's making me hungry. Please do not turn into Nancy Pelosi. I don't know how to shapeshift, so I don't think that's possible. I think everyone is an individual with their own characteristics. But I do like sci-fi. Man, I got the busiest restaurant in this afterlife. Yeah. Do you not watch the, the taste of this dish feels like a lantern guiding me through the dark? I mean, I assume. Do you like Cowboy Bebop? Yes. I need to like close I'm gonna get some money in here and then close the restaurant, so I forgot I can do that. So that way I can make it look nice. Music in the game, I don't know. How is Medicare for All not good enough? What is more than a single payer Medicare for all? A lot of people think of, I mean, like right now we're looking at what's happening in Washington State, where Medicare recipients are going to be, it's happening in 6 states, I believe. They're going to be judged by AI. And the AI gets paid more if claims are denied. Additionally, just in our current system right now, we don't have enough doctors, we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We are really struggling to ensure that people have what they need. And insurance companies and predatory practices like these AI companies are benefiting off of our tax dollars. And I just don't think that's right. I think that we need to go farther. I think we also need inclusive dental, mental, vision, and hearing coverage. AI regulation is urgent. It is a necessity. I feel like I'm going insane every single time I see a new headline about AI. Don't you, Asha? AI regulation is urgent. AI regulation is not urgent. The duality of chat. I think AI regulation is extremely urgent. Not just the theft of people's work, but also the way that images are manipulated, the way that misinformation is absolutely fucking the public consciousness. I can't think of anything in terms of like tech regulation. God, there's so much that needs to be better. Okay, I can think of other things, but this is a very urgent issue, and I encourage everyone to look into it more. I like this one better. So this is a game about interior decorating. It's about feeding souls with sushi and ramen. Don't block the entrance. The fish can't come in and give me money. Thank you for reminding me. I really appreciate it. Sometimes it's hard to own a fish afterlife bar. You know when that happens? Don't you know when that happens, Asha?
Hate when that happens.
Hate when that happens. Okay, cool. No. What? Okay. There not being enough medical professionals is an underrated thing worth fixing to get more people medical care. Absolutely. And this is something we can afford, is to not just subsidize doctors' educations like medical school, but also ensuring, so many rural hospitals have closed down, especially since the Dobbs decision and since so many hospitals have been
Holy
privatized.
cow.
And so by, we love that holy cow, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. And so by subsidizing medical school and ensuring that people are able to go to medical school in the first place, but then also,
Holy cow.
Asha, what are you saying?
No, I just have so many thoughts about this.
Do you want to come up?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Yeah, come talk about it. Come talk about your family.
Awkwardly lean in.
Amazing.
Hi, chat. For those of you who don't know, my whole family. Also, hi, I'm the producer. I'm producer Asha. For those of you who are new here, my entire family is physicians. Both my parents are physicians, and all four of my grandparents were physicians. And I have a lot of opinions and a lot of beliefs about not even socialized medicine, but bringing practices of socialized medicine into the medical system. My sister is prepping for medical school right now. She's an undergraduate, and a lot of my good friends are planning to go to medical school, and I'm seeing firsthand the amount of privilege that is required to start that process. You have to be able to live somewhere and study 9 hours a day for the MCAT. You have to be able to take 2 years to work minimum wage doing research in a place that might not be your home. A lot of times you have to relocate to a place like Ohio, where there are more medical schools, so it's easier to get in.
Yeah.
You have to study constantly. It is a ridiculous process. And even once you're in medical school, you have to work for less than minimum wage for years and years and years in residency. And if you don't have the social support systems, it basically makes you unable to live. Not only will you graduate with enormous amounts of debts, but it's ridiculous, and
It's cruel.
it's completely cruel. And there's good practices now that are starting to have unionized residencies, and that is incredibly, incredibly important. But it's not the norm by any stretch of the imagination. And I know, I want to let you line up the tables.
The really important stuff here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just abysmal that that's the system, that you must be born into an exceeding amount of wealth to be able to go to medical school. And then when you're a resident, you work for hours and hours and hours unpaid, basically. And it's fucking ridiculous, and we need to pay people better and make it not easier to get into medical school, but alleviate the process. And the fact that a lot of PAs, physician's assistants, and nurses were recently deemed non-professional fields, meaning that they don't qualify for federal grants, meaning that people who would have used federal grants or loans are no longer able to receive those. And so if you want to do good, or you want to go into healthcare, there is literally no path forward, because to study for healthcare requires so much money, and a lot of the times people get that money from loans. My dad got all his money to work through medical school on federal loans, and now that's just not possible.
Yeah.
An increasing level of privilege required in the legal profession as well. Yes, and it's not an accident that these high-paying jobs are increasingly becoming restricted to those who can afford to pay them.
Yeah.
It is a deliberate attempt to keep wealth in the to dissolve the middle class and make.
I'll put this back on.
Yeah, we're really.
Fuck.
Here, pull up a chair.
sorry, not to rant, but this was my Thanksgiving, basically, was talking about this with all of the physicians in my family. And
No, I mean, one of the things that I think about a lot is, I mean, I've talked about this before. Actually, I'm going to grab one thing real quick.
go for it.
You're like going on this beautiful rant, and I'm like, okay, here's my little table.
Organizing.
Oh,
Chad is alone. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't mean to leave you alone. I love you all. Is the goal recording number from Act Blue donations? Yes. This is 100%. Hi, guys. I'm back. The goal that is recording here that you can see is recording from Act Blue donations. If you'd like to donate, you can go to capforillinois.com/stream. I love seeing everybody saying they got their stickers in the mail. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked them. I hope they were incredible. I spent a long time packing all those stickers. I packed them with love and care, and I somehow, every time I come on stream, I always have that like star pimple patch on, and I never am like, I never think I am going to, and I just keep forgetting. Yes, mine is on my mirror. Oh, Dom, I'm so glad you like it. Yay, I'm so glad.
but yeah, let's talk about like the complete inaccessibility of being able to just find good paying jobs. I talk a lot about what made me not be conservative anymore a lot. And one of my really good friends in high school wanted to be a doctor, and she would have been an incredible doctor. She's still not a doctor.
Thank you, Neil P.
Thank you, Neil P. And she couldn't, because she just couldn't afford college. She had to help take care of her little brother. And I was like, wait, Ronald Reagan wasn't right about everything?
Ronald Reagan.
Wait, was he right about anything? And it was like that was like the one crack in everything for me that made me, it was like something I lived through, which is one of the things of like fighting, any misinformation is like the lived experience of it.
Yeah.
And so I just, we need like hospitals, universal health care with full coverage for mental, vision, dental, and hearing is absolutely necessary. But at the same time, we're facing a doctor and a nursing shortage, and we're subjecting nurses to these crazy nurse-patient ratios. And we're expecting them to be able to do the same amount of work. And then patient outcomes are worse.
Patient outcomes are worse. The amount, so like I said before, in case anybody missed it, I grew up in a very unique position where both my parents are doctors. My mom is an OBGYN, and my dad is a retina doctor. And I see in a day just how many patients they see. My dad sees upwards of 80 patients in a day.
A day?
Yeah. And
that's pretty specialized.
He's in an incredibly specialized field. My mom is an OBGYN, and she sees so many people. And that is ridiculous, because OB is specifically such a personal field and so close for people because she's doing reproductive care.
Thank you, Jessica K.
Thank you, Jessica K. And now, and she has some incredible nurse practitioners and some incredible, like, there's incredible people that work in their offices, but it is specifically this latest push that we've seen to deprofessionalize or make certain careers non-professional.
You'll notice that a lot of them are associated with women.
Most of them are professions that are female-dominated.
Are professions that are incredibly difficult, and yet because of how society is, I mean, it was very until you didn't really the term women doctor
didn't really a thing. Yeah,
wasn't really a thing, and that's also stupid because no one says male doctor. I hate when people are like, a woman, blah, blah, blah. Or
and it's
like, female candidate runs for Congress.
Why is male the inherent form of that noun?
Anyways, that's a whole
Anyways,
separate
yes. But
would you support a $20 minimum wage? Our minimum wage on the campaign is $25 because that's what we think the minimum wage should be.
That's beautiful. And that is what I paid.
CapForIllinois.com/stream.
I have seen doctors that actually want to spend time with patients. The fact that that isn't typical is so sad. This is a huge conversation in the medical field right now about this. There's a separation between patient care and like getting as many people as possible because people are worn so thin because of the doctor-patient shortage and because healthcare is such a privatized industry that is focused on making money that the doctors themselves obviously don't want to do that, but they have to meet quotas. They have to see all the patients they can. And it becomes, especially when you make a field not professional. The real impact that has, obviously, on the surface, that is an insane thing to hear, right? Like when you hear that like nurses are no longer professionals or educators are no longer professionals, you're like, well, that is just a ridiculous way to like not demoralize, but specifically like demote people like young professionals, delegitimize women typically in these sorts of career fields. But the thing that we also don't talk about, and the like biggest impact that I think this is going to have, is that you are no longer eligible for grants. You are no longer eligible to receive federal aid. And a lot of people take out federal loans. A lot of people know about federal loans for college. A lot of people take out federal loans for college. Any sort of post-collegiate expertise or like education that you want to receive, you also need to pay so much money for that. A lot of times, similar amounts of money that you got to pay to college. Like, it is ridiculously expensive. It is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars for things like PA school, nursing school, things like that, those sorts of programs. And
also about like research. So someone in the chat says my doctor's office was like, do you want a male or female doctor when I was changing over? And I'm like, I just want a quality attentive care that isn't going to treat me like crap because I'm poor. Totally hear that. At the same time, a lot of medical research is inherently sexist. Like a lot of people don't know that like the symptoms of a heart attack for women are different than for men. And so Grey's Anatomy did more to show that than like a lot of our like medical education. And so if someone asks me if I want a woman or a man as my doctor, I say woman, because a lot of times men they're taught not to take your complaints as seriously. They're taught all these things. And so a lot of research into maternal mortality, a lot of research into like pretty much all research into LGBTQ health. And especially when it comes to like women of color, specifically Black women, all of that research has been completely gutted. And any federal assistance for that is non-existent.
It's completely non-existent, and it is just an attempt to further the gap between the highest in our society and what they deem the lowest. And it is working it will work so well, and it will continue to work for generations if we do not move to stop it immediately. The fact that this regulation was able to be passed executively without any sort scoot up a little bit. I saw something good in Twitch chat that I liked. It's a pointed attack on intellectual curiosity and expertise as well. It's a horrifically good move in that it demoralizes.
If you're an evil person.
If you're an evil person, it is like a horrific, like it just takes down everything that we need to be promoting right now. And there's like not much being done to stop it because it's seen as kind of like a superficial move to like deprofessionalize. And it's like,
and there are people that are dying, especially in rural and underserved communities, because hospitals are closing down because of privatization. If you complain about wait times at a hospital, guess that it's because doctor shortages and nurse shortages. And then even then, probably if you're in an emergency room, even if you get in pretty fast, what is friend of Kat's name / social media? That is Asha.
My name is Asha.
But like even that, you're probably going
Proxima,
to have
very
overwhelmed like people are taking care of you.
Yes, it's ridiculous. Or not ridiculous, but it's unnecessary, and it doesn't have to be that way. And the reason that there is that doctor shortage is because you must come from such wealth to pursue medical, like
be in debt for the rest of your life.
Even to be in debt for the rest of your life, a lot of times, like, people, it's really scary to be in debt for the rest of your life, and it's really horrifying to, like, I don't know, like, even if you, like, these people sometimes can't even get loans, especially with, like, the federal stuff going on. If you are, like, going to nursing school, you can no longer even have that option of, like, okay, I'll just be in debt for the rest of my life because I want to make a difference. Like, you no longer have that. Like, you can't like you just have no way to pay. And like there are also places that aren't giving loans anymore because of this. Also, someone said, what's your thoughts on people saying that automation will help medical professional shortages? There are some things that AI cannot do, and that is most things. I want a human being in charge of my care. I want a human being deciding whether or not I get a medication. I don't want an insurance person doing that, and I certainly don't want an insurance that is run by AI that gets rewarded for denying claims. Yes. I will say, not to be like, I also have a unique perspective on this. I have a unique perspective on this as well. My degree is in like responsible and ethical AI usage. And the one thing I will say is that specifically generative AI, it's getting better, but there was a big study that came out a couple of years ago that you can look up if you would like, which is that AI systems are much worse at detecting skin cancers and cancers in black bodies and on brown skin. And there is, like, that is just true because the wealth of AI systems that are being programmed are on the wealth of AI systems are being programmed, and they learn from data that is historically biased and racially biased. And so when you have that in a medical field, that has an extra level of difficulty. There are some things that AI is incredibly helpful with in the medical field. AI is very good at detecting certain types of cancers. AI is very good at looking at certain types of x-rays and catching things humans can't. But when it comes to patient care, studies have shown over and over and over that patient-practitioner relationships are some of, if not the most important qualities of care and important facets in care, especially when you're looking at things that are like, sorry.
Thanks, Jacob S.
Thank you, Jacob S. And thank you, Mayjoy, my goat.
Thanks, Mayjoy. We love you.
And yeah, I think it's an important thing to think about. And AI in the medical field has a lot of good options, but it also must continue to be used in tandem with, it is always a tool, as it were. People aren't performing surgeries by hand anymore a lot of the time. Like, it's, you use your robots to perform surgeries, and that's awesome, but it's because there's a human at the helm.
I think a lot about my narcolepsy diagnosis, which is something that's super underdiagnosed.
Yeah.
And I went to 6 different specialists before I finally had a doctor that A, believed me, B, I had taken 2 different MSLTs, which is the multiple sleep latency test, which is when you're hooked up to all this stuff, and you usually take it for sleep apnea, and you do the nighttime one. But for narcolepsy during the day, you do this thing where every 2 hours for 20 minutes you try to take a nap, and then you're woken up, and if you fall asleep in between those, you're aggressively woken up by the person at the hospital that's monitoring you. It's a nightmare, literally. But that's something that AI would not think about. You're saying, I'm really sleepy, I'm falling asleep on the bus, I'm falling asleep on the floor, I'm doing all these things, and it'd be you're really stressed, or you're depressed, or all these things, which exist in the same, can exist at the same time as narcolepsy, but there are so many different things that people need diagnosed that are super underdiagnosed. And if AI is building on medical research that is inherently flawed or not egalitarian, then it's going to come up with results.
Yes, somebody said, so AI is basically racist. Gross. I would really encourage people, this is a lot of the work that I do when I'm not producing streams, would really encourage people to look into how biased data sets impact AI and why AIs are racist. There's a lot of incredible books about it. Hello World, Living in an Age of Algorithms is an incredibly good book. It's a great intro to it. It came out a couple of years ago, so it's a little bit dated, but it's if you want an easy read that explains this super well and succinctly, I would highly, highly recommend that. And yeah. So people with chronic illnesses. Yeah, because the doctors just straight up didn't believe her and claimed she was faking her pain for drugs. Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to me because it's so crazy to hear when people are we need to have AI specifically for practitioner care, right? There's a difference between specialized care and general practitioners. And general practitioners, there's already instances, especially for women and people of color, of doctors not because they have to see so many patients, taking the easy way out and saying, well, you're probably depressed, you're probably doing XYZ instead, and not believing in that sort of pain. And it is, and First Time Chatter on Twitch, sorry, not to pivot, but said it's also biased on people's racism too, not the data. It's more likely to find and follow racist patterns because it's dumber than humans. That is 100% not 100% accurate, but basically accurate. That's the gist of it. And it's important to remember that when you go use ChatGPT or whatever.
Don't use ChatGPT.
Don't use ChatGPT.
Just Google it.
Hey, just Google it.
Just Google it. If you don't want the AI answers, by the way, just put fuck in the search bar with your thing, and you just won't get the AI answer. That's a good rant.
It was an incredible rant. I will let you finish. You got 15 minutes. I would love to hear some holy cows.
We'd love to hear some holy cows. Let's give some little fish guys sushi.
Give some little fish guys sushi and
Hey, bye.
yes. And yeah. All right.
Give me 1 sec, y'all. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. And we're back. Let's look at some little fish guys. Thank you, Peter V, for the $32.
Oh yeah, do you want to do those?
Oh yeah, let's. Can you send them to me on Discord?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh shoot, I'll look at them on my phone. I'm doing a bunch of laundry, so sorry. Vi, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Some of y'all might remember Vi as one of our active chatters. They did a matching segment with $3,500 for us, and now Vi is here in my home, staying with me. Vi is so sick. Everyone say hi, Vi. W Vi in the chat.
Great to see you all. Hope you're all doing great.
Holy shit, Vi. Yeah, Mayjoy's amped. Everyone donate for Vi. Boom. All right. Pulling up Discord.
Sorry, I'm behind. I'm texting.
Take your time. I'll do it right at the end. Vi, people say your hair is gorgeous.
Oh,
And I agree.
thank you.
You look wonderful.
You look wonderful. Tell people if they want to donate, they have to.
If you want to shout out, you got to donate. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream. We're giving some fish guys sushi, which feels like cannibalism.
It could be vegetarian sushi.
It could be.
I mean, some of it very clearly isn't.
All right, got it.
All right, thank you. All right, we got some donors to shout out. Bo H, Amy B, Blake K, Greg M. 1 sec, pausing this. Greg M, Arthur B with $100, W Arthur in the chat. Verno E, Sam P with $1,000, making us reach our goal in record time today. W Sam P in the chat. Atifa G, great to see you. Daniel S, Jacob P, Diane M, Neil P, Jessica K, Sahil T, Jacob S, Peter V, and then Carl P twice. Thank you so much, guys. And if you're not already doing it, you should phone bank with us this weekend on our phone banks because it's going to be cold as hell. And so we are making sure that we can have let's get these guys out of here. So because we don't want people to be in a bad situation in the cold, in negative 17-degree weather, we are phone banking all weekend, and you can find that at discord.gg/catforillinois or catforillinois.com/events. Phone banking is one of the most accessible ways you can help the campaign. Additionally, we are, there you go, buddy. Additionally, for our phone bankers this weekend, we have our streamathon on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. And we will be taking our highest phone bankers, people who make the most calls, and we're going to play Among Us together. So if you want to play Among Us with us, come join our phone banking. Discord.gg/CAP4Illinois. God, I'm so glad I've never had to be a hostess at a restaurant. Being a hostess sucks. Ah, someone said they're so excited for the streamathon. I'm so glad. It's going to be a lot of fun. The music's off. Oh, that's right. Here you go. Thank you. This has been Asha's baby project. If y'all don't tune in for the streamathon, you're gonna make Asha cry. Do you want to make Asha cry? I don't want to see Asha crying.
Holy
Because I love
cow.
Asha. Huh? What'd you say?
Holy cow.
Oh, and then we have our party tomorrow. We have our lawyer made us change the name of the show holiday party at Book Club. Doors open at 7:30. Vi, you're coming, right? Tomorrow night. I thought you were. I thought you were staying for Friday night. Well, we'll touch base in just a sec. Also glad the campaign hit its goal. Yes, I am so excited for Asha to DM. I've never. So the only time I have played D&D is with my college boyfriend's roommate, who was very nice, but it was more about, you know, hanging out with his roommates. But I really like D&D, like as a sport, as a skill, as a sport. Right?
Holy cow.
Adventure story together? If yes, you won.
All right, guys.
It's like playing pretend for grown-ups.
We've got 8 minutes left of the stream, so if you want a shout out, make sure to donate at cat4illinois.com/stream. I'm gonna close up my little sushi shop so that way I can decorate it and make it look nice. What's my class/race gonna be? I don't know. I have no idea yet. I'm thinking about maybe letting y'all decide, like as like a stream goal. Your orange cat on your donation page looks like my orange cat. Her name is Heater, and I hope that tell me your cat's name. Everyone drop your cat's names in the chat. Do it right now. Do it. My orange cat's name is Sweet Potato. That's a fantastic name for an orange cat. Really good name. Ooh, water cell. I can make water here. This is so exciting.
Holy cow.
Can I get more kitchen? No, I can't get more kitchen. But I love these holy cows, y'all. Drop them in. Do you want a shout out? Then you know what you got to do. Last call, y'all. Bar's closing. Oh God, I used to hate having to kick people out of the bar because people are dicks. And so I'd have to be a dick to them. And we would just start flashing the lights and playing Baby Shark. And if people wouldn't leave, I just started yelling at them. Respect service workers. And then the worst part is men that just constantly tried to grope me, and I would just be so mean to them. I'm gonna redo which foods I want. Okay. Because I want a little wall. All right, what foods are we thinking, y'all? I'm thinking this one because it's expensive and we all love capitalism here. This one because it's expensive and we all love capitalism here. This one because it's expensive and we all love capitalism here. Coffee machine. Oh, cool. And that's all I have because I got too many expensive things. Cool. Yeah, everyone on the Cat for Illinois stream loves capitalism. You bought too many expensive things and now you lost at capitalism. I disagree. I think the answer is buying more expensive things. I think that's how we find happiness. That's what I heard, at least. Gotta spend money to make money, baby. See, we're doing okay now. Is that Portland? All those people in frog costumes? It insinuated to me that there would be a story here. I don't know what the story is, but I don't know if I care. I just like my little frog customers, my frogstomers. We got 4 minutes left if y'all want to shout out. Last call. You don't gotta donate, but it'd be really nice if you did. I'm going to wait till all the marine. Okay. Hurry, chat. You got this. Amen. Oh my god, Vi, that's you.
Holy
I like that no one
cow.
seems to get mad if I'm slow or if I forget about them, which is very different than in the service industry, where everyone's mad at you all the time, even if you don't forget about them. One time I had a guy reach out behind the bar and caress my back and then got really mad when I kicked him out of the bar. And I think that's just like a great example of how entitled people feel to service industry workers. Maybe don't do that. DonateCapRealIllinois.com/stream. I want to hear one more holy cow before we end up here. Have any of y'all ever wanted to open... This sounds like a rhyme that Asha would make. Of like, do you want a sushi restaurant? Have you ever wanted a sushi restaurant that's only attended by frogs? Have you ever been to Prison in a Lime? Is that what it was? Sorry, my memory's just too good. Alright, guys. We are approaching the end of our stream. Let's shout out some donors. Please don't get Asha to rhyme again. Alright, Mark C, Diego R, Amaya C, Dominic C, Jeff M, and Nick F. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously, really fun stream. Very chill, very low key. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I hope to see you for phone banking this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I hope to see you at our holiday party this Friday. Book club, doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. Thanks so much. Got it? Yep, ending on YouTube. Hi, Vi. How you doing?